With me is the Foreign Minister of Panama. So welcome to WION. It's great to have conversation with you. You're here in Delhi, held talks with the Indian Foreign Minister and other ministers as well. My first question to you is, what is the key focus of your India visit?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Yes, indeed, we have met with the Foreign Minister, the Commerce Minister, and many other important figures of the India government. The mission is very simple. We want to raise the level of our relationship, not only in diplomacy, but we want to build a very important strategic partnership with India. Panama is not the end of the journey of India to Latin America, it's the beginning, because we can provide to India the logistic, the connectivity, the stability, the rule of law, for different purposes, for establishing multinational companies in Panama from India, for giving India the opportunity to open a special economic zone under different regimes that could provide India multinational with key legislation to market Latin America from Panama.
So when it comes to giving India that place to start its business in the entire region, in your region, how Panama can provide opportunities to Indian businesses, especially, as you pointed out, when it comes to connectivity?
In different ways. Again, we open the door to 700 million persons in the continent. My country has the greatest ecosystem of logistics in the region. We have very efficient ports. We are planning to build 2 more ports, one in the Atlantic, one in the Pacific. That will make my country probably the most important hub for transshipment in the continent. Our government, under the leadership of President Molino, is determined to maintain the competitiveness of Panama in the logistics, in the connectivity, and also in the efficiency. Important, in today's world, where tensions could rise very easily, globalization will no longer be based only on efficiency. Will be based on trust, and Panama offers trust.
Panama offered trust, but what is Panama keen to get from India?
Well, we want to create this partnership, this strategic partnership. We want to get from India the expertise in digitalization, in innovation, in technology, in e-government. I visited the IIT. We are trying to reach an agreement to find a way for the establishment of the IIT in Panama to serve the whole region. So this is the beginning. This is only the start for creating the foundation for a long-lasting relationship to create prosperity, because we share values, we share principles, and it is time with this government, with our president, and with Prime Minister Modi to build this relationship for the future, not only for the present.
You said a very interesting line. You said that Panama is a trusted partner. How do you see India as a partner, a trusted partner, a preferred partner at a time when there's so many geopolitical issues, especially…
A huge partner. A huge partner, the largest democracy and a very important democracy in Latin America should partner together. Again, the voice of the Global South recognizes in India an important actor, and Panama, as a member of the Global South, wants to partner with India for different purposes, to fight for democracy, to fight for international law, to guarantee freedom of navigation, safety in navigation, etc. So, recognizing the importance of India in the world arena because of its size, because of emerging economic power, Panama, with its size, also is very important, because we don't want our canal to be a geopolitical instrument. We want the canal to be an strategic asset for all the nations of the world.
And I believe you want India to join the Panama Neutrality Treaty as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We covered that with the Foreign Minister. They are giving that very throughout analysis. we need to respect India internal procedures, and we hope that they could, be convinced soon of the importance of India to be part of the neutrality treaty.
But what will be advantage for you and for India if India joins this treaty?
An important advantage because, like I said, India is probably the most important voice in the global south. The neutrality of the canal is the key factor to maintain our canal free from any conflict. So by having the largest democracy, an important emerging superpower, part of the neutrality treaty, it will send a strong message to many, many countries. So they also could join the neutrality treaty.
So
it's a very simple treaty, eight articles. You can read it in internet, and it says the canal will remain open always to all nations, in all time, peace and war, and to all vessels.
You mentioned about Indian businesses. What are the incentives that your country is offering to Indian businesses to come to your country? There are a few issues as well. One of the issues is no visa facility in the Indian financial capital, Mumbai.
We will open that. We will open the visa facility in the embassy. Before the end of the year, I promise you, our ambassador here will have a lot of job.
Now coming to a little bit geopolitics, UNSC, the UN reforms, you are the non-permanent member of the UNSC as well, and you strongly supported India last year after the terror attack that happened here in India. Now, what's your view on the UNSC reforms?
Today, the world recognized that the global architecture doesn't reflect the reality of the 21st century. It served right after the Second World War, but today we need a global governance that reflects the reality. So we consider that India should have a permanent seat in the Security Council, and Latin America also should have a permanent seat in the Security Council. We have a lot to say in the United Nations. For example, Latin America is the only region in the world without conflict right now, and we don't have a say permanently in the Security Council. And the world governance would benefit with an increase in the voices of the Security Council.
You actually took my next question. I was about to ask, do you back India at the UNSC as a permanent member? But you've already answered that. But I have more question on the UNSC only. India has a bid for the non-permanent membership 2028. As a non-permanent member yourself, what's your stance over India's bid to become?
We need to see if Panama have got a previous commitment in previous government. But if we are saying that India deserves to be always a permanent member, it makes sense that India could achieve a non-permanent membership in the Security Council.
So you are backing it, or you
I have to check the previous commitment. I don't have it here in my mind.
Okay, sir. Let's talk about a strong people-to-people link. That's the Indian diaspora. I believe you have the largest Indian diaspora in the region, and they celebrate Indian culture as well. And samosa is quite popular.
Yes, I eat that. Yeah.
So, what's your bit of Indianness that you have been touched in your country by this large diaspora?
First of all, they are prominent in my country. They are engaged in different business activity, in finance, in commerce, in electronic, even in shipping. They are important to us. They are Panamanians also, and they are probably the best real, advertising for what we are trying to create here in India. Because we are open, we are stable, we have a dollarized economy, we respect the rule of law, and we want to partner strategically with India. From Panama, you can conquer whole Latin America and the Caribbean.
Continuing with the geopolitical aspect, we've seen global conflicts in West Asia, in Europe, in Ukraine. Now, when it comes to the West Asia conflict, it has impacted the global shipping, and your country is highly dependent on shipping. How has this conflict impacted your country? I know it's geographically very far.
Well, the oil prices have impacted all countries that do not produce oil. Our president has been very, very sensible about that. And we are subsidizing particular fields of the economy, for example, the public transportation, school transportation, etc. To tell you the truth, the conflict in the Strait of Hormuz has permitted Panama to gain more transits through the canal. So from 35, 36 daily transits, we're getting 41. And that makes money. That represents money for us because each vessel could cost probably $400, $500,000 for transit the canal. So make the math.
So it has actually impacted in a positive way, the increase.
Yes, but we have also had the inflation.
Okay. In terms of the other aspect of the geopolitics, in your country, we saw a recent court judgment where a Hong Kong-based company was removed from the port. And that, of course, has had geopolitical impacts as well, including more checking of Panamanian flag ships in China. What is the status right now?
Well, that particular circumstances have been overcome. We are looking to the future, and we hope to maintain a very strong and friendly relation with China.
And overall, my last question to you is, what's your view, a country of the global south, of what is going to come? We have seen COVID, we have seen conflicts, and this has impacted countries across global south.
We need to focus on what unites humanity. If we put an effort together, things will be easier for everybody. We need to share values, we need to respect values, and we need to fight for prosperity in the whole world.
On that note, thank you so much, sir, for giving us your time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.